somebody drop you on your fucking...
Well, this is the wrong screen, apparently. There we go. Now we got the good screen. We got the right screen. What is going on, guys? I am Senna 12, and you're watching the Rookie Cup round 3, I believe. NSFW versus LBF. Just waiting on a few more things. Waiting on LBF's stream. I think it's going to be a pretty good matchup. Pretty good matchup. I had all this practiced, and like now my brain goes blank. Oh, here we go. All right, let's look at the where it's at right now. So here are these two right here. Yeah, right there. There you go. And they will be going against the winner of today's 3 o'clock game, which is Yoink versus You Only Live Once. They will be going into the semifinals. And then it's Salty Sailors 2 versus Clash of the Seas. And DFAB and Anchor will go. Winner of that will face off against those guys. And that's how a bracket works. So we're just waiting on one more link, and then we'll get this party rolling. Well, it doesn't start for 10 minutes. It doesn't start for 10 minutes anyway. Let's see. Let's put this back up. So 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Let me introduce myself real quick. Okay, I am very familiar with the competitive scene. I played in the Ocean Cup 3, Super Cup 24, and Ocean Cup 4. So I think I know what I'm doing, and I think I know what I'm doing when it comes to commentating these things, because I know what to look for. So this is a 6v6 with a maximum of 2 radars. There's no short maps in it. It's all the straight up big maps. So check, Jim. I think everything is good. Jim, if anything is bad, just message me on Discord. ASAP. Yeah, today's maps will be Greece, Estuary, and Scandinavia. It is best out of 3. I think I said that already. So, yeah, we're just waiting. We're just waiting, me and you, talking. How's your day going? You ready to see some tournament gameplay, some comp gameplay? Now that Ocean Cup 4 is over, now we get the Rookie Cup. And now we're getting into the final rounds of the Rookie Cup, where it's the most competitive. So that's cool. If you're supporting one of these fleets in this game, show your fleet some love down in that comment section. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you subscribe to my channel, it gives your team better luck. Better luck to win. Something to keep in mind. That's what happens with no sleep. Yeah, I am. For those of you who tuned into my stream last night for 9 hours, I have yet to go to sleep yet because I was just so excited for this game. Oh, okay, 8 more minutes. Jesus Christ, it's like maybe I should have just started the stream later. I should have just started it later. You know, kind of listened to what Angel Rainbow said and just, copy and pasted what, that might be where you guys know me from. Is I used to co-host with him for the Ocean Cup games. Yep. All right, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. The longest 7 minutes of my goddamn life. So we have one stream. We are just waiting on LBF stream. I've never heard of these fleets before. I know LBF, I was told, was a French fleet, and NSFW is no waifu, no laifu, and I think that's a really funny name. Like it's a creative name. I like it. I love it. It's a good name. Yeah, this is what happens when you start the stream too early and you don't have much to say, or it's your first time doing it. You just staring at this ugly mug right here until the game starts. Until the game starts, then it'll be interesting. Right now, five minutes. 5 more minutes. What's up, Fall? What's up, Jim? Valor? What's up, Botrix? Oh, you're a bot. You're not a real person. So first map is Greece. I know that much. This is the waiting part, the anticipation. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I also stream myself. I have 445 subscribers. I'm hoping to get 500 from you guys. So if you can drop a like or a sub, that'd be great. This is the road to 500. Most of my thumbnails have cats in it. So, I mean, if you like cats and you like battleships, I think you'll like my channel. I just think so. Uh, 4 minutes to 11. Still don't have LBFs. stream. What's up, Speedy? What do you guys think? So it's 6v6. What do you think? 2 DDs? That's a must. 2 DDs is a must. 2 battleships. 2 battleships, 2 cruisers. I think that would be the meta, the way to go. Both cruisers. I mean, definitely the split. The split is going to be, that's an automatic pick for both teams, I think. I haven't watched any of the previous Rookie Cup games, so I don't know what their ship choices were. But I'm just guessing. This is my professional guess. There's a maximum of 2 radars, so split would be 1. Black could be another one. Baltimore. AL Chappie. That's another one. Battleship-wise, I would go with. Since there's only two battleships, so without being a whole 8 versus 8 or a 9v9, you're not going to get a battleship spawning in the middle. So you can't exactly put that middle battleship into a crossfire situation. Unless the spawn is A, battleship, B, battleship, C, no battleship. Then you could possibly have a crossfire. Tell us. Yeah, well, I mean, the I don't know, Speedy, the Rookie Cup is, I did a video on it. You didn't watch the video? The video is, it's 6v6. No top fleets are allowed. We don't want them. It's the Rookie Cup for a reason. It's rookies. It's, yeah, I'm just going to keep repeating. I do that when I get nervous. I just keep repeating the same things I already talk about. Anyway, where was I? Battleship picks. Oh, man. Massachusetts. That's a good one. Kansas Hoshino build. That's a good one. So now it is 11:01. Still waiting on LBF's stream. We might just be watching No Laifu, No Waifu. If I don't get a stream. I wonder if anybody else has a stream of LBF on their YouTube pages. Let me try and check.
Die Spawnpunkte weit außen, also zwischen A, B und unten zwischen I, J, von der Höhe her.
Not that I can see. I was checking the other casters. So the groups are now readying up. It's now 6 and 5. I think LBF is a little late. What's up, Randy? What's up, Nubs? It appears that LBF is waiting on one player. Yeah, no dupes, Randy. What would you even have a duplicate of? Like 2 splits? Oh, Nebraska. Nebraska's a good pick, too. So right now, I think the game is being stalled because one member on LBF is not there. They have 5 players. So now that everybody knows what's going on. I mean, there's nothing to nothing else to report. They're just waiting on their sixth player. It's going on 7 minutes after 11 now. I can't sing and I can't dance. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What do I do with my hands? What do I do with my hands? I think Harlem is a Harlem or D7P is a must, Dan. That is, I mean, it's too strong of a ship, and it's got too strong of a commander. Having twist and track, low concealment, uh, good turret traverse, airstrikes. I mean, it's the perfect ship all rolled into one. You know, so two splits, two Nebraskas, two Chappies. Come on, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic here. Over Amalfi. I mean, Amalfi's a good pick too. Especially, you know why Amalfi's a good pick, and this is what I'm going to say about Amalfi, is it's a good pick because there's only 6v6. So you're not going to get crossfired by some battleship out yonder, you know? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen a Harlem or a D7P. Now, D7P has the 3 airstrikes, you know, and with the commander, it's even stronger than it was before. Especially with those 360 guns in the back. So, but, I mean, Harlem does have that wicked sonar though. So, Dan, don't talk about JB that way. JB is a perfectly fine ship, but as I mentioned before, JB wouldn't be a good pick for this one because there's only 6v6, only 2 battleships. JB really stands out when there's 3, getting that middle spawn or getting a flank in that crossfire with long range. I mean, I guess if the other casters are showing the screen. I mean, I don't want to call it or anything, but I've seen times in the past for teams getting disqualified for taking this long. But that was Ocean Cup, you know, that was Super Cup. Those were the big leagues. These are rookie cups. We got to be nicer to these guys. Everything's new. Everything's new to them, you know. Streaming, having a designated streamer. I think this is the first. This might be the first round of games that are first or second round that you're required to stream. So I don't have any replays. Speedy, if I was to show you a replay, I'd have to mess with some stuff, forget where I was, have a nervous breakdown, and then try and come back to the game when it starts. Because I would probably start the game late because I'd be showing you a replay. I just got my phone out for what's up, next lap? What's up, Jesse? Yeah, I just got my phone out for the comments in the chat. But if anything goes, you know, I need some urgent news to get out to the chat, I'm just gonna message Jim Leahy in the chat. Give him a round of applause, guys. He's been a great big help, super big help. And go sub to his channel too. These new streamers that are coming out and streaming for Legends with a face cam. We need to protect these guys. We need to protect them. We need to sub to their channels. All right, here's their boy. Here's their boy. Here we go. I still don't have a stream for LBF though. Let's take a look at this real quick. Battleships for No Waifu is Monarch, Nebraska, Harlem, like we said, Split's in there. Schoenberg and AL Chappie. That's a strong, strong team. Split, Schoenberg, Harlem, Wichita instead of the Chappie, Nebraska, and Monarch. So pretty much mirrored. So we are on board with Chris in the Schoenberg. AL Choppy spawns by himself over there at A. His Monarch spawns in. I love him. I love him. He's showing us where everybody's spawning. Nebraska on the seaside. Harlem over there with them. Monarch's right behind him. Let's see if he can test B or if he heads over to A. I gotta turn. I don't even know how to turn this down. Yeah, I don't know how to turn it down. It just says mute.
Veel geluk op de hoge zeeën.
So Chris and the Schoenberg's heading over to A. Chappie is leaving his flank and heading over to B. Looks like he might contest that cap into B. The Monarch is behind him and is going to provide support for Chris over at A. Oh, let me shrink my head. Even though my big dumb head in the way. A's being contested already. That's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is in the Nebraska. So I thought the Chappie from No Waifu was going to go into B, but it looks like he's just going to sit in the outskirt of it. So remember their DDs are mirrored. So it is Schoenberg versus Schoenberg, split versus split, but we don't know if it's the split or if it's the Schoenberg and the cap that Chris is going to go up against.
Der Motor war zu heiß. Kühlt ab.
Gets spotted. What gets spotted? Nebraska gets spotted for LBF. It is back to being contested, and I think the DD is mirroring what Chris is doing by backing up into the cap. If it was the split, oh, there it is. It's the split.
Wir finden die schon.
I wonder why the split didn't radar while he was on the same side as him. So Chris is running the lower concealment build for the Schoenberg on Eric Bay, I believe, and so that comes with two sonars, but you could opt for 4. You could opt for 4 sonars and get 5.4 concealment or 5.5 concealment. So so these sonars have to be used very carefully. I'm just gonna call him NS. NS is already Cap C. We got one cruiser on the left of B and one cruiser on the right of B for LBF. So C's cap. That DD is getting out of there. He doesn't need to be there
Hinterhältige
anymore.
Torpedos hinter uns.
Still no radar from the
Rechte
split.
kleine Torps direkt hinter uns.
Still no radar from the split. Now there's the radar from the split. First thing to go on German DD is the engine.
Unser
Here comes
Motor
the
ist
torpedoes
kaputt.
from the Nebraska.
Jetzt ist alles gut.
Now I think he doesn't want to go too far because once he goes so far away,
Motor ist kaputt.
he won't be able to use his sonar anymore. But he needs to get out of there.
Ding, ding, ding. Feueralarm.
Good shots. Good shots from the Monarch in the background. I think that was the Chappie. Here comes Monarch around the corner to help Chris out. Just missed him. I think he only hit him with 110. There's a permanent fire.
Nebelwerfer läuft.
There's another radar. That's from the cruiser on the side of B. I think the only one that can fire at Chris is the Nebraska. C's being capped by LBF now.
Jetzt ist alles gut.
And we're out of here. Chris is leaving A. I didn't see what that cruiser was at B, but it was definitely a radar. You see how LBF positioned their radars on that B side? One of them's here, one of them's here. One can shoot in an A, one can shoot in a C. And they both have B locked down. Nobody's even going into B yet. So Chris went down to 2 bars. That split went down to I think at the same, just about 2.5. Torps in the Nebraska. So the Monarch is being spotted. Harlem takes out Nebraska. Now C is left without a BB. It's 279 at 338 or 388.
Summon my disciples. Lend me your
Torpedos links.
Chris is going to push in and get closer. Monarch's moving in too. Oh, wow. Nebraska's almost dead. Nebraska's got about 20,000 health left. I would be careful. I would be careful. And split spotted. It's going to be a showdown.
Der Motor war zu heiß.
It's just a straight up gunfight. Who's going to win this straight up gunfight?
Jetzt ist alles gut.
It could be a trade.
Unser
Where's the shots from the
Motor ist
Nebraska?
kaputt.
Oh, there's the shots from the. Oh, I think he's permanently spotted by. Yeah, I think he's too close to that ship. And down goes Chris in the Schoenberg.
Vorbei mit dem Ei.
Monarch are still moderately healthy. Nebraska's healing. C is still capped. Their DD over at C is trying to reclaim it. Still nobody went into B. Torpedoes from Nebraska on the Monarch now. Let's see. That Schoenberg has maybe 15,000 health versus the Split, who's got a little bit less. And C is being retaken. Oh, Schoenberg. Split might take a torp. Nope, he's going to dodge it. Let's see what's happening over on this action over here on Monarch versus, I don't know what this is. I think it's the Harlem. No, it's not the Harlem. It's the Wichita. I wouldn't push up anymore with that. Whoa. The fuck? The Nebraska's dead. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm not even paying attention. The Nebraska has died. I still would wait to push this to push this Wichita. You know, wait for maybe a heal to come back, maybe a damage count. There's 6 minutes left in the game. Everything doesn't have to happen right away. Great shot from the Monarch. Let's see what this Wichita does. Potentially ram him. Uses the AP on the Monarch. It is very ineffective. The Chappies, we need your help, Chappie. We need your help, Chappie. Now the Wichita is going to get some good shots with AP on this broadside Monarch. Too close to call who would take down who. Oh, never mind. It's not too close to call anymore. Chappie should have shots now. Nope. He's shooting it. He radared the DD and B. Gets great shots on the DD and B. Wichita should go down right here.
Wir haben noch 5 Minuten.
One more salvo. One more salvo. Down goes the Wichita. Down goes the Schoenberg and B. One ship left, and that is the Monarch for LBF. 461 to 213. I think the game one is a wrap, boys. It's tough. It's tough. The nerves are. I bet the nerves are going like crazy in these rooms. Now, don't be discouraged. If I was LBF, I would, put that battle helmet down and go back out there. You got 2 more rounds to play. Expecting that you would win the next round. Next round is going to be Estuary. That is Lord Jim on the Monarch. Not to be confused with his drunken brother, Jim Leahy. Airstrikes from the Harlem coming in. I think he might take a torp or two, and yeah, Monarch is going to go down. So Estuary is next. I don't have a a cool graphic for, you know, who wins, like the, you know, a scoreboard. I don't have a scoreboard, but it's best out of 3. So I don't think you guys will get lost. And if you do get lost anywhere in this live performance, just ask somebody in the chat. They'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I'm pretty sure that Schoenberg has a Bay build with full concealment. I don't know if it's worth putting on Blue Furia on that. I play that Schoenberg with 4 radars, or with 4 sonars though. So somebody from No Waifu, No Laifu. Sorry guys, I'm gonna keep mixing up those words. No Waifu, No Laifu. They are going to be swapping out one of their players, or one of their ships, I mean, not one of their players, for round 2. I think we all made pretty good, accurate guesses on what the ship picks were going to be. So Nebraska, Schoenberg again. Schoenberg Monarch, Nebraska, yep. Harlem again, Split, Harlem. Belfast 43, that's a new one coming out. So we're scrapping the Chappie, picking the Belfast. Get a little smoky with the Belfast. For those who don't know, and our new players, Belfast has a smoke and a radar. And it's got torpedoes too. There's the Split. Let's see the last battleship for Lord Jim. Is he going to be in the Monarch again? Pretty sure he is because he didn't leave the room. Yep. Lord Jim is in the Monarch again. Good picks, good picks. And it's not like these guys met up and scrimmed against each other and said, hey, you know, let's pick the same ships. It's just, this is the meta, you know? These are the ships that, I mean, we talked about it before the game started. What DDs you would pick, what cruisers you'd pick. Swapping out the AL Chappie for the Belfast. I don't know about that. Cruiser players, down below in the comments, right? If you think that's a good pick or not. So Chris in the Schoenberg is spawning at A. Nobody spawns at D. Very big map for such a small game.
Klar machen zum Gefecht. Hui! Motorboost angemacht.
I don't know what cruiser that is behind Chris, but he's leaving. What is that? Oh, go backwards more. Go backwards more. Split. Oh, it's the Harlem. Okay, it's the Harlem. Still, wouldn't I think the Harlem would do good on the flank though? Maybe he wants to get closer into B, to drop bombs on C and A. Taking the shortcut, going right in the cap. Besides, not going around the flank, but going right in. Already in the cap, so I could already tell where that LBF's split came in. Now we have LBF's point of view.
敵に見つかったよ。
So we have the Monarch's point of view for LBF. Nothing should be happening over there right now, so let's keep an eye on this Schoenberg, on Chris, and maybe we might see a gunfight on our hands. He doesn't have any support. Nobody went over with him on the flank. Yeah, that battleship at B could potentially shoot into the cap, but there's still plenty of islands over there at A for a ship to be a lot closer to support him. And there is a part where you would venture off too far deep into the enemy spawn. I don't think Chris wants to do that, so he's going to play it safe. Lord Jim gets spotted. There's the split. Split gets spotted. 5-1, 5-1. I don't think there's anybody who can help him out with the split. Shots from the Monarch. Permanent fire. Engines out. But he makes it out alive with half health, just like the last game. Just like round 1. But unfortunately, the split does not take a lot of damage, if any at that.
Ganz schön nebelig da draußen.
Alright, so as he's retreating, let's check over at LBF's. So Lord Jim and the Monarch, 23,000 damage, 3 fires, and a couple of those are on our boy Chris and the Schoenberg.
Problem solved, sir.
Still spotted. That is probably Chris spotting him. Excuse me. Or that Harlan with low concealment spotting him from the inside. Monarch versus Monarch. Schoenberg spotted again. Chris is spotted once again. Let's see if Chris can make it out. Looks like Chris is going to make it out. Radar by the split. I think he used it a little too late. Maybe. Could hit him. Well, 2. That is 2. Oh, jeez. Let's go back and see how much health Chris has. So Chris has 1,300 hit points left. He should stay away from A completely. The points are 421 to 497. A has been capped. Chris, I think you just need to get out of there, buddy. Have your ship pointing the other direction. All that split needs to do is rush you. They know how much health you have. And there he is. He's got no smoke or nothing, and he's dead. Last shots. Let's see if he's gonna hit any of these torpedoes, though. Imagine if he gets the split and the Monarch. No. And Split already spotted those torpedoes for the Monarch, so he knows to dodge them. So now it's just the Monarch. So we'll stay on Chris's point of view, so he can take us over to D, hopefully, and show us what's going on over there. So no waifu, no laifu. Nebraska taking down the Wichita. Well, they were nose in on each other, so they need to take down this this Nebraska fast. Now their Nebraska's getting crossfired from their Harlem. I would push up immediately. Get away from that crossfire. Get away from that Harlem. Here comes torpedoes from the Nebraska. He's going to take 3, 2. He's still alive. He might be flooding. Nope, he's sealing. He might beach. He's not beaching. Captain Joe in the Harlem getting ready to come out and counter their Harlem. We need to keep our Nebraska alive. 519 to 553. Their Nebraska's on a permanent double fire. I think we've seen it all for that Nebraska as he gets his torps off on the Harlem, but he misses. Harlem takes out Nebraska with the fires. It's still close. It's very close. 471 to 617. Their Belfast is capping D. That Harlem is just stopping that middle. Good drops. Let's go check out the Monarch. Let's go check out Lord Jim. Lord Jim is doing good on health. He's got one heel left, and this Monarch from the Bell might go down soon. It's 6:57 to 495 with 6 minutes left. It's 3v3. It's anybody's game. Now we gotta see this. Where is it? Yep, I want to see this battle. Harlem versus Harlem. This Harlem's on 5,000 health. LBF's Harlem has to back up, go dark, and he goes down. 562 to 639. Unfortunately, that split is capping B. Does he get spotted? He gets radared by the Belfast.
Wir haben noch 5 Minuten.
Hopefully that Monarch has a shot on him. Wow. And LBF's Monarch goes down. Once you think it's going in somebody's favor, it switches drastically. Personally, I don't like fighting out in the open water like that with two Monarchs like that. If I was LBF's Monarch, I would have dipped into the right behind my Harlem. That forces that Monarch above B, the no waifu Monarch, to push in and get closer. 642 to 623. The split is the only one left. He's smoking up and he's farming the Monarch, and he might actually win this battle. They're blind firing him. They know he's only got 5,000 health left. Down goes the Monarch. 598. Let's go. Let's check the other. Nope. That one. 675 to 606. With 3 minutes and 25 seconds left. there's really nothing else that this split can do. He can. Belfast is smoked up in the cap. He has to kill one of these ships because in 3 minutes the points will tick over in no waifu's favor. So LBF, strong gameplay from LBF. Oh, geez, full health Belfast. I don't want to call the game now, but Split is going back into the cap, trying to get this capped. I don't know why we're just looking at the smoke. Maybe the Monarch doesn't want to look at it anymore. We'll check out the other stream. There we go. Can I get rid of this? Nope. Yep. Don't go touching stuff. Shots on the Belfast and the split goes down. I think it was just a fair gesture to, here I am, let's end this. Crazy game, crazy last game. LBF had it. They had it. I was sure they were going to win this game. Excellent gameplay by both teams. If there was going to be another map, it would have been Scandinavia. Pretty sure that's it. Yep, best out of 3. Well, congratulations to no waifu, no laifu. No waifu, no laifu. I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry. Thank you, LBF, for, you know, just participating in these rookie cups for all these teams. This goes for all teams. The competitive scene is getting super big, like really big. So seeing new fleets like this is just it's a great thing to see. All right, I'm probably gonna go take a nap or something. I don't know. The next game is at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock it is going to be Yoink versus You Only Live Once. That's going to be a crazy game. So let's go back and look at the little diagram that I had. Where is it? Where's my little diagram? Where's my little diagram? Pictures. All right, now we're here. So, LBF is eliminated. No waifu, no laifu. Goes into this slot. They will play the winner of the 3 o'clock game, which is in like 3 hours, of Yoink versus You Only Live Once. And then I will not be covering this game because I have to go to work. But I will be covering this game tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that like button and show some love for your fleets in the comments section if you were watching them play, because they both did an amazing job. All right, guys. See you later.